I'm a big Call of Duty fan who has been playing the game since Black Ops 2. I'm also a Minecraft fan who has been playing the games for about a decade. Never in my life have I said, God. I wish that these two came together. That didn't stop it from happening anyways. MCWar is a Minecraft server that tries to recreate a COD experience in Minecraft, or at least until Mojang removes gun. I actually found out about this server because they randomly liked one of my tweets, so good on the marketing team, I guess. But I'm gonna try it and see if it's worth your time. Now before I get into it, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. That's your Call of Duty. Okay, before I explain this server, I do want to say that I won't be holding this to the standards of a full-blown FPS, obviously. It's Minecraft, so there's going to be limitations. Once you load into the server, you will notice that you have a full loadout system. You can choose a primary, secondary, and melee. Once you choose the guns you want, you can ready up and go into a match. There's only one game mode of TDM, which the score limit will change depending on the number of players. There's a decent selection of maps recreated from the original game to play on as well. That's really all there is to it on a base level with this server. You get on and shoot your friends like COD. That's the objective view of what this server is, but I want to highlight both the things that the server does right and the server does wrong. I want to share the positives of this server first, because I do think that this server does some good stuff that not a lot of other Minecraft servers do, specifically in the FPS range. The first thing I can really commend is that the gunplay is actually really solid for Minecraft. Compared to a normal FPS, this is obviously worse, but without any mods, this is as close to as good as it gets in Minecraft. The guns themselves work well other than one thing I'll get into later. They don't feel like reskinned bows, they feel like actual guns in Minecraft. The TTK is actually pretty solid as well, which is often an overlooked part of these type of servers. One part that really caught me off guard was the map selection. There's the obvious picks like Hijacked and Summit, but they did actually put in a good amount of sleeper picks that genuinely surprised me. One was Downturn from Modern Warfare 3, which was one of the worst maps in that game. This map came up a lot when I played. Cove from Black Ops 2 was here, which is a really good forgotten map in COD. Same with Arcadon from Modern Warfare 3. The most insane pick was Tojane from COD 2, which is the deep cut of deep cuts. I've never seen a loadout system like this in a COD server, and it's actually really cool. You choose a primary, secondary, and melee for your loadout and go into the game. The gun selection is pretty good, with the primaries consisting of 6 each of SMGs, ARs, snipers, and shotguns. There isn't any LMGs though. The secondaries are pretty basic with mostly pistols, but you still get a decent selection. Same with the melee options. All the guns at least feel somewhat different, so your loadout selection does matter. One positive to the server is that the matches tend to be really quick, which is perfect for a game like COD. I just want to go in and shoot some people in a high-paced environment, and this gives me that. The score to win ups with the more people on each team, but most matches last 5 minutes or less. Perfect for a fast-paced COD-like shooter. One future positive I can say is that there's a leveling up system in place. It works like the old COD, with it going up to level 55 and then Prestige after. I appreciate a progression system like this in a Minecraft server that isn't a horrible grind. The reason I call this a future positive is because the level doesn't really seem to be tied to anything at the moment, but it could perhaps be used to unlock more guns in the future. There's a good number of positives to this server, but unfortunately there's just as many negatives to go along with it. Some of them are small, but they add up. The first and main issue is that the recoil system on this server is very confusing. In most COD games, you usually just pull down to control your recoil. However, it seems to be very random on this server. Your bullets are very hard to predict on most weapons, especially snipers with the lack of scopes. While the overall gunplay is solid for Minecraft, this recoil makes it feel worse than it actually is sometimes. This is why towards the end I just gravitated towards shotguns, since I could get more hits out quicker instead of having to deal with the recoil of other weapons. I don't know how much of this is on Minecraft and how much of it it's on the developers, but it is a bit of a disappointment. While the loadout system is cool, it is extremely bare bones with a few glaring issues. The first is that you only have one you have to change every match, which gets very tedious over time. Not to mention it tends to not save. But the biggest issue is that you can't change it while in a match. You have to deal with the loadout you made without the ability to fix it. The matches are short, but it's extremely frustrating when you choose a gun that ends up sucking and then just having to deal with it for 5 minutes. The issue that will most likely come up for you if you play with your friends like I did is that the ready up system downright sucks. You right click on an item on your hotbar and you're queued up for the match. Seems simple enough, right? There's just two big issues. As soon as the match ends, not after you load back into the lobby, you have 30 seconds to edit your loadout, chat, and ready up. That's just way too quick. But whatever, you know, you can just join right after it starts, right? Well, yeah, there's no join in progress. It's not an earth-shattering issue, but this was a constant annoyance when me and my friend group hopped on. This is kind of a petty one, but the one mod we played with was kind of an asshole. We were the only players on the server when they joined and also new. Whenever we brought up an issue or didn't understand the game, they would basically just say, "Get good." Certainly a way for staff to welcome new players. Speaking of players, yeah, this server is kind of lacking. When we first joined, we were the only people online. You only need 2 players to start a match, so it worked, but it did limit the amount of fun this server could have a bit. Even when a few people started to hop in, the max we had was around 6 to 8 players. It's not the most active at this point, but it could get better. There aren't any kill streaks right now, at least to my knowledge. This wasn't a big deal, but it is a big part of COD's identity that is missing, so bringing it up makes sense. The only thing I noticed was extra ammo at 5 kills, which leads me to my next point. For most of the guns on this server, you get a really low amount of ammo. This might be an intentional design choice, but there was a lot of times where I just had to use my secondary because I had no primary ammo left. There's also no way to remedy this, since there's no perks and thus scavenger, or ability to pick up weapons. This is another reason I just gravitated towards shotguns, since you need less ammo to kill more people. Okay, so that's a lot to talk about from a simple Minecraft server, but that leaves the real question. Is this worth your time? I think the answer is a solid maybe. I would lean towards yes if you don't mind a bit of FPS jank, enjoy the Minecraft charm, and or like the Minecraft FPS server community in general. Even if you don't like it, I think it's worth trying for at least a few short matches. For people that don't normally play FPSs, and especially Minecraft ones, this isn't the first place to go. I appreciate that there's something unique like this in Minecraft though, with all the crappy generic servers out there. I hope the issues with Mojang work out, so I would hate to see this potential concept fall short due to no fault of their own. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you liked and subbed. You can also join my Discord if you want more Chaos for Real content. There's a lot of COD fans in there, so it would be funny if they went to war with Minecraft fans. Thanks for watching. I'm Chaos for Real, and I'm MCWaring out right now.